Vasco, never mind heat leeches. If you saw any spider thing, octopus things laying eggs, just burn them. Burn them now.
Or doesn't get too much underfoot.
No, she's fine.
Let's go home. Orbit achieved.
You are entering United Colony space.
We know.
Maintain course and prepare to be scanned.
Don't worry. We're good.
And we're done. Feel free to land.
Thank you. Vasco, not funny putting the ramp down on our heads. Thank you very much, my friend, but do you mind? Right. Don't do that again, Vasco.
Got
Hi.
anything you need to offload? Trade
Nope.
authorities always buy. Kiosk, right?
Actually, I probably do, but I don't think you have any money left. Yeah, that is the problem. No money left. Reliant Medical. Clint's Collectibles. He didn't really have much in the way of collectibles. Are there any other shops where we can unload some of our high quality merchandise? Yes. Sorry. Central Mills. Is this... What's this? Is this food? Hello? Looks like it's a food joint. Let's get out before we get in trouble for wandering through there in our dirty scruffs that we go working in the outskirts with. Alright, where are we up to? Town Hall. Hey
Half
there.
the city was shut down the other day for a corporate investment tour. I had to hike the damn canyon floor just to get to work.
Huh. Well, that sounds fun. Right, it was round here somewhere, wasn't it? Up here? Up there? Somewhere around here.
Are
Hi.
you taking coffee orders? I'd kill for a cappuccino right now.
Good. Keep that in mind.
Want to know what I think about all these new businesses buying up the town? No comment.
Hey. He's just admitted he wants to kill somebody. Deal with him. Don't care that he's a top level executive. He wants to kill for coffee. Granted, we've all been there, especially first thing in the morning. But no. Hinton law officers.
Ellie! Hello?
Hello.
Back, detectives.
Ellie, I sent you all the data from the mine already. As I'm sure you know.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I've been reviewing it. Sit down. Let's have a chat about it.
Ooh, sounds interesting. Go on, Barrett. Park your backside. You can do it. Are you ready? Let's talk.
Welcome back, you two. How was the trip to the mine?
You're gonna love this, Ellie.
Well, you know what, Barrett? You tell her. But I'll tell her about this. They had like weird spider octopus face hugger things. If you ever watched old science fiction horror type movies from 20th century, you'll know what I'm on about. But Barrett, you tell her the rest of it. It's your case.
Okay, someone better tell me. Come on.
We found the coordinates to Irvin's old work site and went there. Huge battle. Fire, explosions. Pew, 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 pew.
Barrett, please.
You should have seen the plants in there, too. Weird stuff.
Barrett.
Anyway, you read over the documents we found there, right? What do you think?
What you both found in that mine is remarkable. These documents show that the chemicals released by the mining process contaminated the ecology even before Irvin was tasked with removing the predators.
Good.
And they also show that Helgi informed Hephaestus of the issue, and it was repeatedly ignored. And with that, I think we've got ourselves a case, my friends.
Yes! That's what I wanted to hear, Ellie. Woo!
Yeah.
Yes, but it's still likely to lose. Because what we really
Okay.
need now is Helgi as our witness, and that is a problem.
Let me guess. That's a problem. Why is it a problem? I'm going to guess because we don't know where he is.
Helgi isn't an ideal witness at all.
Oh, okay.
He was our star witness the first time, and he never showed up. Plus, he's got a reputation around town. After he quit, he went a bit weird.
I can handle a bit weird. I know the captain can too.
Clearly. But the judge might feel differently. It might be worth finding some character witnesses, too, while you're looking for him.
Well, you've got to be kidding, but it is understandable.
I'm glad you're taking it in stride. It's just, for a case with this much science, we need the man who wrote the claims to back them up. Maybe even explain it in layman's terms.
Right. Well, where can we find him?
That's also a bit tricky. He's hard to find. Doesn't really stay in one place for long.
I know it's not ideal, but if we can't find him, can we go to court without him?
We could, but I think we'd lose the case, bluntly. We can verify these documents are real, but Hephaestus can counter by attacking Helgi's character. They'll label him a disgruntled employee and then find a dozen independent scientists to confirm Irvin was at fault. But
Right.
with Helgi in court, he can explain the science and help me challenge any countering theories during cross-examination.
Well, it's not huge, this place, so I suppose we'll just have to look around.
You might ask Dr. Kayala. She checks up on folks who fall through the cracks sometimes. You'd have to convince her to tell you where he is. That might be hard.
Sounds like we're making a stop at the med clinic. We'll be back when we convince Helgi to be a witness.
Listen, if he refuses, then he refuses. Can't force him.
Yeah, we don't want to press him too hard. The last thing we need is him refuting what he wrote. This is going to take a light touch, but I think we can handle it.
We will see about that, Mr. Barrett. We will see. Come on, then. At least this is keeping us busy. Right. The med center is what? That one? That one? Or is it the one underneath? I can't remember. Don't think it's this one. No, I don't know. Let's go back up. It was this way, wasn't it?
I've got applications in at Arcmite and Reliant, and I know most of the other applicants, so I think I'm a shoo-in.
Okay. Somebody's feeling confident if they're going to go around telling everybody. Hello.
Do you need medical assistance? Are you injured?
I need assistance of a medical nature, but not for myself or in that way.
Is there something I can help you two with?
Do you happen to know Dr. Helgi Hodgson? We're trying to get his help with something.
Sorry, who are you exactly?
We're detectives. Self-taught and unaffiliated. Freelance detectives. With the emphasis on the free part.
Wait, what? Detectives? Sorry, I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Does the name Irvin Madani sound familiar? Because I'm betting Helgi still talks about what went on.
No, not really. I mean, there's Irvin the Slaughterer and Irvin the Scourge of Gagarin, but I doubt that's the same person, right?
Right. Do you treat a lot of the mine workers?
I treat anyone who walks in my doors, if I'm able to.
Right. Well, let's go back to the beginning. We're looking for somebody named Helgi.
I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. You'll have to ask somebody else.
We're trying to help him. And Gagarin, actually.
Yeah. Did he ever talk about working for the Hephaestus?
Only every single time I see him. But listen, I don't have time to chat.
We get that, and we get the whole doctor-patient confidentiality thing, but we're working with the solicitor, you know, Ellie Yankton, the nice solicitor. It's for a good cause.
Ellie's a good person. That bodes well, but I can't violate my oaths. I'm sorry. Listen, I can say that Helgi took up a job working at Clint's store just down the way. I saw him there stacking boxes the last time I picked up an order. I've got to get back to my work here, so if there's nothing else...
Yeah. By the way, would you vouch for Helgi's character if we needed you to?
If it's patient medical records you're after, I'll remind you, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
No. It's that. No. No. Right. That's not really it's only his coherence at trial. You know, you saying he's not insane, that sort of thing.
We're thinking
No
of
visible
taking
signs of
Hephaestus
distress.
to court with Dr. Hodgson as a
bothering you?
witness. Now, given his situation, we're worried the defense might cast aspersions on his character, even question his mental health.
That's unfortunate, but not surprising. Look, if he agrees to testify and grants me permission, I could vouch for his well-being.
Thanks,
you.
Doc. If he does end up testifying, we'll definitely need you for the trial. Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
No promises, given patient confidentiality, but I'll do my best.
Thanks, kiddo. Yeah, a bit of a kid compared to me, but yeah, well, thanks.
I need to get back to my work now, if you don't mind.
No problem. Okay, Barrett. Yeah. Feels a bit mean putting a bit of pressure on these doctors and nurses. I mean, they're younger than us, but they still spent quite a bit of their life. Well, they spent a big proportion of their life that they've lived so far training, so they've got a lot to lose. Clint's. Is that this one? Yeah, Clint's.
I remember
Hello?
watching shiny new mechs rolling onto ships at the port. It's been a long time since then.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Mr.
If you're
Clint.
looking for something special, just ask.
I am.
Don't mind the mess. I've got a system.
Ooh, let's butter him up a bit. What can you tell me about Gagarin?
Gagarin. It was a military town until the end of the colony war. Mechs were our specialty. Everyone always blabbers about Mars making the highest performance machines. But if you needed a system that wouldn't let you down in a pinch, you piloted a Gagarin. But that all
Right.
dried up when the mechs were banned with the armistice. Now, we've got these new firms coming in. Arcmite, Centauri Mills. Claim they're here to revitalize the city. Which is funny, since their employees refuse to step foot in most of it.
Huh. Yeah. Well. Do you still make... Well, no, you don't still make them, but what was it like when you still made mechs?
Plenty more competition for stores like mine, that's for sure. UC had a lot more money to throw around in those days. During
Yeah.
the war, I couldn't keep the shelves stocked. At first, because of all the demand. But later, because the Freestar Collective flotillers were so damn good at picking off UC merchant craft. But
Huh.
the biggest difference now? The quiet. Not just because most of the forges and mines shut down. It was the testing. Firms used to drive their prototype mechs out into the canyons, way beyond the city. but you could still hear the guns all the way from here. It was like, shoo, thunder. So when the thunder stopped, well, so did Gagarin in a way.
Right. So... yeah, Gagarin... I mean... it has a chance to become something new. I mean, does that not seem exciting? Because you can't go back to mechs because they've been made illegal, so... it's either die off or try becoming something new. So, gotta try and make the new thing exciting, surely.
Good way to think about it. Hopefully I'll be around long enough to see the end result.
Yeah. So, just out of coincidence, do you know anyone named Helgi? I'm trying to find him.
Funny you ask, because I'd like to know too. He owes me a sizable debt.
Ah. Okay, how much does he owe you?
Enough that he's no longer allowed in my store. I don't like denying service to anyone, but it's the principle of the matter.
Yeah. When did you last see him?
I've seen him around, but never in one place, except when he needs money. I offered him a job, but he showed up to work drunk one day and I had to let him go. I don't have any ill will toward him. Sure, the credits I'd like to have back, but only because it'll mean he's gotten his life together.
Well, we're not scaring him, Barrett. We need him. Okay, well, look. I'll tell you what. I'll cover his debts for any leads, because if he has no debts, you might be more inclined to say nicer things about him.
Nobody is going to know where he is aside from someone who knows the underbelly of Gagarin. And that is Lizzie up at the bar. That's who you need to ask.
Okay. I mean, would you vouch for his character if we need you to?
You sure you got the right person? Helgi and I have had several run-ins in the past.
Yeah. But I'm sure it's all water under the bridge. And it's better to have a warts and all version of a person's character. You know, they're not perfect, but when they say this, it matters. That sort of thing.
For me, yes. But there's a lot of water.
We just need someone to serve as his character witness. Given your long-standing reputation in the city.
Sure, I can say a few words. I like Helgi. But fair warning, I'm not gonna lie for him. If I'm testifying under oath, it'll be full of the good and the bad.
That's
Wouldn't
fine.
expect anything less.
That's fine. We want the bad. People aren't perfect beings. They have character flaws. It's what makes us human. We need the good and the bad, so that when we say the good is XYZ and the bad is ABC,
I don't have those credits in hand next week.
if what's important is XYZ,
Got my word.
do you get me? It puts more emphasis on what we need it to have. What was it? Lizzie's. Isn't that over here somewhere?
Man, could I use a vacation?
Yeah, I get you. Right, is it that one up there? No, that was Fingy's house, wasn't it? Bar. Right, there we go.
I was thinking about going for a hike outside the canyon.
Okay.
And I remembered where we are, and I got a drink instead.
Huh. Hi, are you Lizzie by any chance?
Looking for a drink? Don't serve anything fancy, so if you're about to ask for wine spritz or whatever, you can hop right back on your ship to New Atlantis.
No. Right, I'm late. No, have you got something against the folks from New Atlantis?
Not as a rule, no. Just the ones that come to Gagarin and want to change it. And those folks usually ask for disgusting, overly complicated drinks. You one of them?
No, not my style. But I will look at your menu.
Menu. You're funny. Here's what I've got.
Well, I'm just going to have a drink with my friend here. Gonna drink some... Okay, be that way. I'm just going to have a drink over here. On my own. Right. Just because I've got a feeling I might need to, we're going to get some persuasion chems in us. And take that wine that also makes it 20% persuasion chance. And where was that wine? Let's wash it down with the sparkling wine. Woo! Ah, there we go. Lizzie. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ah, yes. The detectives. I heard about you.
Yes.
A reputation already? I'm impressed.
Slow news day, I guess.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, well, we heard you were someone who can help locate people.
I serve drinks here, friend.
We were told that you are a local crime...
We serve drinks here. Here's a list of our specials for today.
There's nothing on here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's strange. Here, let me fix that. Don't worry, it's just the one sale today.
Oh, right. Of course, it's a number. Here you go, Captain. All yours.
Thanks. Yeah, we just need a location, nothing fancy.
The service I provide is worth quite a lot.
Whoa. But how long will it be before you get another offer?
In my experience, the right offer is always worth waiting for.
Yeah, but you're not being unreasonable, are you? I mean, I understand.
Look, I'd like to help, but...
Look, there's always a way to work these things out for everyone's benefit.
I really hope so.
And you know the price is too high. Come on. You're just doing that because you're in the middle of nowhere on Gagarin.
Hold on. I never said that was my final offer. All right, all right. Consider it a favor.
Okay.
Sending the coordinates now.
Thank you. What's going on around Gagarin these days? Let's make some small talk.
Bunch of corporate marionettes moving in, setting up shop. They think we're just a bunch of cheap factories and dumb labor that'll leap at whatever scraps they toss us. But Gagarins are tough by default. We've got exactly zero need of corporate condescension.
And you own the bar, I assume?
Sure do. I came into some money right around the time the war ended.
Wow.
Places were selling for nothing. Every person with credits was flying to New Atlantis. I got this place for a wink and a nod.
Really?
I've been slinging drinks the way I like 'em ever since.
Was it a wink and several nods? Were you nodding along? Yes. By the way, while I'm insulting you in a sexual manner, would you vouch for Helgi's character?
Wait, so let me get this straight. You want the bartender to testify he's not a lousy drunk?
No. That's the angle we're going with, yes. Good point, maybe we should rethink that. Second thoughts, you're right, this is a bad idea. Well, that's the angle we're going with. He's not a lousy drunk, he's a nice one.
All right, I'm no lawyer, but seems like a bad move. Also, it sounds like work. And I don't work for free.
If it's about creds, you might earn a lot of brownie points with the locals if you helped with that. Points they'd spend at your bar.
True.
As long as I'm still alive to spend it. But fine. If you get Helgi to show up, I'll take some of the heat off of him.
Yes. Well, thank you. It's been grim, but I'd like to sever this conversation.
Don't cook yourself out there.
Yeah. So...
I hate it when the walkways creak.
They constantly creak. I've only been here a day or two and I can tell you that already. Right. Convince Helgi to testify. Ooh. Is he over here somewhere? Hey everyone, I'm just doing this. Right. And then, whee! Bump. Okay, what are we on? Isn't this the town hall again? Town hall. That's not Helgi, is it? No, you're... Sorry, I'm running up and poking you and stuff. Helgi.
Gagarin was a one-industry city for a long time. Now, we got a little bit of everything.
Wasn't? Okay. Alright, I think he might be down below. The GPS doesn't tell us things like that. We have to figure that out. Let's have a look. Helgi. That seems to just be some sort of fan control. Anyone in it? Ah, hello. By any chance are you Helgi?
I don't suppose you're here to tell me I've won a ticket to a new planet, huh?
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin Mandani's contract with the mining company a long time ago. Ring any bells?
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Hunter. Yeah, I remember him. Why? Who are you people?
Well... We, just happen to be someone who knows him, and we wanted to discuss what you two were working on.
Then find a history slate. An ancient history slate. Because that's what it is.
Please. Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological disaster about 20 years ago. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't remember lies.
Yeah, this is his husband. Just so you know. Why you're saying that it's lies to his face.
He passed on. That's a kick in the pants, isn't it? Well, sorry for your loss and all that, but I can't bring back the dead or anything. So you can go now. Thanks.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue about things that happened decades ago. But right now, nobody save us knows the truth.
Yes.
And that means we're the only ones who can clear Irvin's name.
And yours. Look, we know about Hephaestus and how you tried to warn them about the collapse of the ecosystem.
And what of it? You probably think the sky is blue too.
Depends on the
Then
planet.
You'd be wrong. It's whatever color Hephaestus says it is.
Only if you let them.
Yeah.
You're a scientist. Your words matter. That's why we need you to testify.
Testify? The trial is over, the verdict rendered. In case you two clowns didn't get the memo.
Huh. Look. Why are you so reluctant to even try? I know they probably destroyed most of your life, but come on. You got a chance to get some of it back.
Because I tried before, and they threatened me. 20 years ago. I still wake up in fear almost every night. They said if I ever left Gagarin, they... I left my wife to protect her. She didn't deserve any of this. Any of my mess.
And you can honor her and yourself and Irvin. Come on. What do you remember about the case?
I remember not to talk with people who come asking questions about powerful corporations.
Well, what? I mean, if we win, we'll probably get half the money back. Or more. And we can give you your fair share of that. We can pay you for your cooperation with what you deserve. With what is yours.
Believe it or not, I don't need or want your money. I made enough of it by working for massive mining corporations. I don't need to risk anything else.
You're not exactly living, are you? You basically got a load of money in the bank and you just drink it and then scrape by sleeping in doorways. Well, look, Ellie's reopened the case. What about that?
Ellie Yankton? But why? It doesn't matter. Nothing's changed.
We have new evidence now. All we need for you is to testify it's valid.
I can't. I cannot do that. Why is this so hard to understand here?
Look, you'll look back at this later and wonder what we were arguing about.
You might be right.
And the doctor says you talk about Hephaestus a lot. She won't tell us what you say, but clearly this has been bothering you.
Yeah, been a thorn in my side, back and foot for 20 years. Maybe it's time I just pull it out.
Look, you know we wouldn't be asking if it wasn't so important. I've got Irvin's husband literally stood in the doorway 3 foot away from me.
Maybe I can make an exception. Fine, you've convinced me. I'd be willing to testify on one condition. I want to know what happened to Irvin. Because when he disappeared, let's just say I had an epiphany. Hephaestus didn't need to say a word. That's when I knew the threats against me and my family were real.
Dr. Hawkson, it wasn't Hephaestus that took Irvin's life. It was the war. Irvin was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Caught in the crossfire.
Then I am sorry for your loss. It won't change the past for either of us. But I will testify.
Good.
And maybe, wherever Irvin is, you'll be glad that we can finally stick it to those assholes at Hephaestus.
Yes.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, don't get all mushy on me now. I need a drink.
Yeah, but just enough to steady your nerves. Not enough to, Yeah, you don't need our money. Really. Come on. Back to Ellie. Right, let's get her told.
You heading outside the city?
Not yet.
Be careful. If the heat doesn't kill you.
Oh, smashing into things. Right. Barrett, come on.
Helgi agreeing to testify is a great help.
Oh,
We
yeah.
might need witnesses to vouch for his character, though. Someone in security, maybe?
Good question. Oh, and again with the, Right, Ellie, we're back. Let's do this civilized. Sat down.
Okay, you two, lay it on me. Did you find Helgi? Did he agree to testify?
Oh yeah,
Well,
just
we've
about.
got good news and... Well, that's it. Just more good news.
At the minute, yeah.
Okay. Does that mean he said yes?
Oh, it does. Yes. Helgi will testify. Helgi, Right, we'll get Clint. What if... Okay. Yeah, just before we can do this, can he get a safe house or an armed guard?
What do we look like? New Atlantis? No.
Okay, maybe he can come sit on the ship with us. He only has to worry about the Starborn. You don't bother asking. So, what if he isn't the most reliable? Do you think that's going to be a problem?
Then we better hope that our other evidence holds up.
True. Right. Clint. Do we go with someone who will be honest but also say good and bad about him? Do we go with the doctor or do we go with the bar woman? Let's go with the doctor. No offense.
Well, that is perfect. She's probably the best person to call on should Hephaestus decide to play dirty.
Yeah.
Well, you two have done all that you could. Now it's time to hand the baton off to me.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ellie? Do we have a chance?
Better than we
The
did.
evidence you've gathered is impressive. It truly is.
So what's the verdict? In this case, I'd say spoilers are appreciated.
Yeah.
I almost never say this because I don't want to jinx it, but I think this case is a slam dunk.
Well, keep it that way.
That's what I like to hear.
I think we can do everything on our checklist. Clear
Right.
Irvin of any wrongdoing, charge Hephaestus with the cover-up, and even restore Helgi, Dr. Hawkson's standing in the scientific community.
Good.
All in all, though, really outstanding work. We wouldn't have gotten this far without your efforts.
Well,
And
yeah.
I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin is, he appreciates it too.
I hope so.
Agreed, Ellie. And thanks for being our anchor in this. We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing. We
Good.
can talk more in private.
Yeah. Sorry about all that. Oh. Miss Ellie.
You're back. Well, what did you uncover?
Oh. Yes. Yes, we've got Irvin's hunting license as well, by the way.
We got it from town hall and everything. It's the real deal.
I see. This sort of thing works well for the narrative of our case, but we will need more evidence to bring it to a judge.
We're on it, Ellie. Don't worry.
Well, I like the sound of that.
Yeah, and we found more in the mine.
You're gonna love this, Ellie.
Yeah, basically, Hephaestus was responsible, as you know, because he sent you the documents before, but here's some more.
Basically, or at least aggressively negligent. What you both found in that mine is remarkable. These documents show that the chemicals released by the mining process contaminated the ecology even before Irvin was tasked with removing the predators. And they also show that Helgi informed Hephaestus of the issue, and it was repeatedly ignored.
Yep.
And with that, I think we've got ourselves a case, my friends.
Oh, you know we've got a case.
Yes! That's what I wanted to hear, Ellie. Woo!
Yes, but it's still likely to lose.
Yeah, we
Because
just
what
that.
we really need now is Helgi as our witness, and that is a problem.
We've already got him, and you know that. Yeah, and that is understandable, though.
I'm
yeah,
glad
yeah.
you're taking it. It's just, for a case with this much science,
We know.
need the...
Yes, we'll find him.
Good luck.
We've already done that bit. We have already done that bit, yeah? Okay, yeah. Whew. I suspect the universe wanted us to talk to her before we went and talked to Helgi. Right. We need somewhere private so people aren't listening to our conversation. What's up here? The Vanguard. What's up here? Right, we're pretty high up here, Barrett. I think we should be safe from prying ears. Yeah, we'll just look over the city while we have a word. Oh, there. You okay there?
Wow, we actually did it. Solved the case. And hopefully cleared Irvin's name. I feel like, what's the old saying? A great weight has been lifted off my shoulders? But it's actually true. I feel like I'm 80% biomass and 20% aerogel.
Well, I mean, we could weigh you if you want.
Come on, let's not ruin the moment. Although, we did do a lot of walking. I bet I really am lighter.
Yeah, that's good. Well, what do you think about when we'll get the verdict? How long do you think this will take?
Ellie would know better than I. But I doubt it'll be anytime soon. These things tend to involve a lot of red tape.
Yeah.
It's a special kind of adhesive that makes you stick to old filing cabinets and manila envelopes.
Yeah. I think red tape was just some kind of phrase for when we used to do everything with paper, mate. And do you think that'll make any changes on this planet? Well, in this town, more like.
I hope so. It's always a tug-of-war between the workers and the mining corps. But there's one thing we've got in our favor. There's more of us than there are of them. All it takes is for the people to realize it.
Yeah, but people don't tend to stick together when the going gets tough. That's the trouble. And then, of course, you've always got the problem of the more militant people who just want to cause trouble being the ones who shout the loudest and get people to follow them, instead of the ones who actually want to help. Anyway, I'm glad you're feeling better and lighter.
I'm feeling great. Although I could do with some wine and cheese. Why stop at emotional satisfaction when we can indulge in the culinary too? But if I can be serious for a moment, thank you. I couldn't have done this without your help.
Nah, anything for a friend, my friend.
That makes two of us. 3 if you count Harvey. And who wouldn't? He's practically family. In fact, Harvey's got a little explorer in him too. According to the slate I found, turns out that our spiky friend's been all across the galaxy.
Okay. And who's Harvey again? Does he have a home planet by any chance? Do you know?
I doubt it. Harvey's a wanderer. Getting lost is how he finds his way home.
Okay. Harvey's got a long way to go before he's up to our adventuring standards. He has.
We've been through a lot, haven't we? I had forgotten what it was like to work with someone so closely.
Yeah. We have been through a lot, to be fair.
On top of everything else we've done together and with Constellation, yeah, I think so. Investigating Irvin's case with you is something I'll remember forever. I've come to realize that some events, some people, stand out as pillars of my life.
Yeah. Pillars? Am I not more like a column?
It's whatever leaves an impression on you, right? Moments that define our lives, where our future diverged from our expectations. People who changed you, or people you've changed.
Yeah, some people change us forever. Like Sarah did for me.
Yes, some of them do. And if we're lucky, they change us for the better. We only get a brief moment in this universe to interact, to feel, to be who we are and experience the range of emotions that our bodies and minds have evolved to comprehend.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you okay? Did you eat something weird? You're getting very philosophical instead of silly.
Maybe I did. But this is all from my heart, my friend.
Yeah. Well, don't worry about it. We live our life and we live it to the fullest. It's the gift that we have. Yeah.
And the definition of that changes for everybody.
And
If one is
the length.
fortunate, you might even notice events and people changing you while it is in motion.
Indeed. Yeah, Constellation has certainly changed who I am.
Like any group, Constellation is only capable of doing that because of the people within it. I've explored many worlds, and I've worked with Constellation for most of my life. I cherish those memories. But you have changed me as a person forever. I don't want to look back years from now and wonder what if. I need to know what you think about us.
Well, you know I've literally just lost my wife. And for that, I will value our friendship forever, Barrett, because I had to help you with your loss. Mine's very raw and new, and yours is very old.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Now, mind if we get back to exploring this beautiful, mysterious universe with me, Captain? Exploring the galaxy is hard work. Trust me, I know. But stop by sometime and let's talk. Just us adventurers, okay?
Tell you what, why don't we get back to the ship and chat with everybody else? Hey, Vasco.
Hello, Captain.
Hello, my friend.
Breathe in that technically suitable air. Got a moment? Let's catch up.
Yeah. When you stood on the... Yeah.
Listen, you risked your life to save me. I keep wondering if that made it harder to save Sarah, too. I've replayed those moments in my mind over and over. And you need to know that you did what a leader does. And if it had been me instead of her, I would feel at peace knowing that she made it.
Well, it wasn't easy, mate. And, as you know, it's impossible to consider the what-ifs.
I know, but I can't help it. I don't know if you're ready to talk, or if you need 20 years to get to that point, or if you never want to talk about it again. But I just want you to know that if you do, I'm here for you.
You were easy to save. I wanted to save you both. You were that's true, but that's the cold way of saying it. Look, I'm at peace with my decision, mate. As much as I can be.
I'm not sure that I am, but maybe in time that will change.
Yeah. I'm just relieved we didn't lose more people. Luckily it was only Sarah on the eye, and we all managed to get out of the lodge quickly enough that we were all okay.
Of course. Could have been so much worse. We are all Constellation. When a star goes nova, it can destroy everything nearby, or it can nourish a new era of planets and life and everything that goes with it.
Yep.
The galaxy is littered with the deaths of so many brilliant, wonderful stars. But if stars never went nova, then we wouldn't be who we are now.
Yeah, that's a funny way of talking about the circle of life. How did you go on after Irving until we sorted this out? Was it just was it hiding behind the humor?
I didn't. Until I started to work through it with a friend.
Yeah, thanks. When I'm on my own, I feel nothing but rage.
It is normal to be angry, to feel all the things you feel right now. I won't promise you that it gets easier. I won't say that your anger won't turn inwards. I won't pretend to tell you that this will pass or that you'll be able to move on. But if you want to feel more than the rage, you're going to need to work for it. It's harder than anything else. But when you're ready, I'm here. Sarah was our leader. She was a light in Aja's eye, and she kept everything together. She would tell you right now that this was not your fault. She would want us to focus and solve this problem together.
And that means we're focusing on the issue, the hunter. And once we've dealt with him, we'll know what the next issue is, what the next step in is on this Starborn journey that we're on. We deal with him, we find out what's next, what the Starborn want, what did they hire him to do.
Yes, we need to expect it and prepare. You know, we're fortunate. Constellation brought us all together and we're all better for it. If we're going to set things right, it's going to be because of that.
Thanks, Barrett. I'm still going to kill every Starborn I can get hold of.